I mean, that's just how I feel from sitting out to the side where y'all are doing this. And we do got to come up with some money for the fire department. I mean, we lost houses, we lost Miss Mixon.
Thank you, Ms. Alicia, for your.
Thank you.
For y'all. You good? Okay. Okay, next we have Miss Idella Renfro Ford.
We had a motion on the floor, there was.
I wanted to
Oh, I'm
make sure
sorry.
they was accepted into the minutes.
I'm
you know,
sorry,
if-
that's
if-
what I asked, I said anybody,
Oh, I see.
all in favor by saying aye, all not in favor by saying no. Okay. The next thing that we have on, agenda is Miss Idella Renfro Ford, she's not here. She's not here. Okay. So the next thing we have on the agenda is our council meeting will be May the 18th, 2022 at 5:30. May the 16th, I'm sorry, 2022 at 5:30 p.m.
One question before we adjourn, just before we started, the lawyer handed us a piece of paper, and I would just like for him to comment on that, just brief,
What we're gonna do is, I told him to pass it out, just so that you all can
see it
see it and
Okay, well, I
review
just-
it, and then we're gonna have to go in executive session on that. probably.
tonight or another time.
Another time,
Probably next meeting.
yeah, the
Okay,
next
all right.
meeting,
Everybody review it and see what you wanna do.
just
about
let
it.
everybody review it tonight.
Okay. It was just odd, the whole thing was.
It is, yeah.
I got one thing here, since I'm trying to help them out with, on the building inspection thing.
Mhm.
Jerome Mixon is wanting to build a house under there where his brother died in that house fire. Alright, the house was a little tiny thing that was there. And one he's wanting to put back is also very small. It actually doesn't, not big enough for the, district it's going in. But I don't know if that's grandfathered in, cause it was a small house there or what. That's what the lawyer and I talked about. There's not a house hardly in Gordon that would fit under the current thing if you held them to it. Without it being
That's what I'm saying.
grandfathered in, see? So they got to be able to do that. There's no way you can hold a person to that standard anymore.
The house belongs to the estate still. It was never taken out of the estate when, I guess, he died and then she kept living there and then she died in the fire. So my advice was that she hadn't probated his estate yet, but he'd be entitled to the grandfather clause. And so if she petitions, I feel it's proper, she petitioned the city for a permit on behalf of the estate as administrator over the estate. It would be as though he was living there and his house burned down and he was replacing it, which would not trigger the grandfather clause because there's no actual transfer of property. So that's how I advise to do it, but it's obviously always subject to council approval, but, I think that's totally proper. I don't know that it would be improper if the estate transferred it after that, but I don't know that I think then it would be a question for this council because then it's a subsequent transfer, but I don't know how we've dealt with that in the past. Certainly people have died that are grandfathered in, and I don't know that we automatically eliminate the grandfather clause because the property transfers from an estate to the heir. Certainly if there's a conveyance, like the property is sold, then the grandfather clause is extinguished.
I would like to ask a question. So the land that's in Gordon, when people wanna build a house, they say they have to have an acre. But there's not too many houses in Gordon that's built on an acre of land.
Right.
So.
I agree, that's why I wonder if it's
That's
grandfathered.
what he, yeah.
So if someone wanna put a house where one was and it's not an acre, it still go by what the attorney just
Right,
said.
and even this house is actually too small for the district that it's going in, but the one that was there was too small,
Okay.
you know, so.
But nothing else.
So
And
if
I,
one been there, another one can go there, what I'm saying.
yeah, cause if you build one the size it's supposed to be, you couldn't meet the setback requirements.
That's right, okay.
But I think we need to be, you know, a little lenient on some of these things, 'cause at least he's wanting to put something back, they have tore the house down, they cut all the trees down, it's making it look nice again. And he does want to live where, you know, he was born and raised right there in that
But it's
area,
gonna be the same size house, so what?
pretty much, yeah.
It's
He's gonna use the same foundation to put the house on, you know. But what I'm thinking, just like, well, say, Miss Barbara, say yours, you know, if something were to happen, do you have a full acre of land? I mean,
No.
I didn't think so. I mean, a lot of places on College Street, if you go up and down through there, or even any of these smaller streets, you run into the same thing, you know? So I think we need to leave it up to the building inspector and the board to make that, and then if it comes to us, then we'll have to be the final say so, you know,
Well, that's what I was asking y'all, they want to get it approved,
before they spend the money.
and I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I want, it, even if we go to, zoning board, it's still gonna come back to us.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get y'all, before I sign off on it.
I
But
think
you
they
do have to
deserve
go to
it.
planning and zoning.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
go for it.
All right, thank y'all.
alright. Next on the agenda, we have the adjourn.
I make a motion with adjourn.